Hey, Bear.
Keep going, Bear. Keep on going. We have left Vernon. We're on our way to Banff. Gonna go through Sycamoose, Revelstoke, and that way, and hopefully find the Timmy's in Revelstoke. I need a coffee. Left Golden. We stopped and got fuel and ice and coffee and donuts and ice cream cone, which I think the ice cream cones were the highlight. And we just climbed the big hill coming out of Golden, and we're heading towards Banff. We should be at our campground in about an hour. We're there for a couple of days, and then Sunday we head home. So we're back in Alberta. We've been back in Alberta for probably 20-25 minutes. And I just gotta say, I'm glad to be back to a place where the water runs the right direction.
And there's actual bears.
And there's bears. I'll get to that in a minute. If you're from Alberta and you go to BC, you very quickly notice that the water is running the wrong way. That's the other side of the Continental Divide, and it runs towards the Pacific Ocean. And it's the wrong direction. In Alberta, it runs east. And if you don't know what direction you're facing, it's fine. Don't care. But You always know what direction you're facing. Now, about the bears. If we ever hear BC complain about how many bears they have ever again, we're going to have to call bullshit. Because outside of Mount Robson, we didn't see a single bear or bear sign. Oh, I saw some old bear scat. One little pile that was very old. Nothing in BC. And we went looking for bears. Short of going on a bear tour along the ocean.
We were where bears should have been.
We were where bears should have been. We should have seen at least one. Nothing. So, BC, no.
But back in Alberta for less than 20 minutes and I saw a grizzly.
Great big old grizzly up on the side of a hill back in Alberta. Maybe we're just at the wrong time of year, but they're all over the place here as soon as the snow is gone. So, not to complain about BC, beautiful there, but stop talking about your bear problem. Made it to our camp spot, Johnson Canyon Falls Campground in Banff, our last camp spot of the trip. We're going to set up. We're allowed to use the generator. I'm hoping the generator will work. Picked up a couple of spark plugs in Vernon. Yeah, I think it was Vernon. Anyway, hopefully it works. We're here fairly early, so we've decided to hike Johnson Canyon Falls today instead of in the morning. Yeah, Christina should walk on my left so she can be seen.
I'm now on the wrong side.
Always on the wrong side. So it was a very popular trail. There'd be a lot of people, but I'm thinking most of the people will be on their way back down by now. So whatever, we'll deal with it. Outside of Moline Canyon in Jasper, this is the most touristy hike we've ever done. There's a coffee shop. There's the lower falls, and we're making our way up to the upper falls. A whole lot less people in this section. You can see the appeal to this hike. This cantilevered walkway is really cool. Just turned up into the bush away from the canyon. It's so quiet. That was worth the hike up. It was worth all the people. It was worth the narrow track. Absolutely beautiful falls. You gotta go to the upper ones though.
Yeah,
The lower ones, all the way up to the upper falls. Lower ones are cool, but upper ones are way better.
It's about 9:15 Sunday morning. Been up for an hour and a half or so. Christina's still sleeping. This is the first day that we've not had a plan for early in the morning. So we're just taking it easy. We hiked up to the falls last night when we got here, so we don't have to do it today. But I think we're going to walk down Highway 1A is closed from the Johnson Canyon Trail parking lot on. We don't know where it reopens, but it's closed to vehicles. You can go down there with a bike, bicycle, or you can walk. So we're going to walk down there. Apparently they've been spotting quite a bit of wildlife down there because there's no cars. So we're going to do that at some point today.
So apparently, every year in the early summer and the late summer, they close
Bow Valley Parkway 1A, Highway 1A, from the falls to the highway, to Highway 1. And it's only open to cyclists and crazy people that walk like us. So we're walking, no idea how long it is, but off we go. It's probably our easiest hiking trail ever. It's gonna get hard on the feet.
It's going up here.
I got some up, well I meant the surface.
Yeah.
We've been going for about 40 minutes. Haven't seen a single animal.
Or sign of.
Or sign of. No scat, no nothing. Disappointing.
Hey, Bear!
Keep going, Bear. Keep on going. You are a beauty. So
see it.
we did come across a grizzly. All the people on their bikes were turning around. And he's not in any hurry. He's just wandering up the road. We tucked up into the bush just to get out of his way. He looked at us a couple times and he's still going up the road. So we're going to continue.
Which is why I said, hey, Bear.
Yeah, we give him a couple of calls and he just kept going.
Stay on the road.
Right. We're not staying on the road with the bear. We let the bear go by. So I have to admit, that was pretty cool. He wasn't really worried about us.
No, he looked up at us
Yeah.
and we were just like, hey, Bear, and he looked away and didn't care.
Yeah. So, got some good pictures. That was the point of coming down here because we were told there was bears down here. Wasn't expecting a grizzly.
I was.
I was not. But cool. Now we'll go see what else we can find. Maybe we'll come across a moose. That would be pretty cool.
We gotta go to Moose Bend.
Not only do we get to see wildlife on this road as we're hiking along, we get these amazing views. All the cyclists that were going the same way as us that turned around, they came to the other fork. Half of them are stopping, seeing if we came across the bear, and they all say we were crazy.
This is the steam coming off of the side of the tent.
So we left Banff a little while ago. We went to Canmore and we decided to come up the famous Highway 742. Everybody knows the highway. Anyway, we're out on this back road, high country pass. It's washboard rough, lots of people up here, and we just saw some bighorn sheep, which is not surprising.
Baby bighorn sheep.
They were young ones, yeah, not very old. So we've just decided that we're going to follow this road. It takes us back to Highway 40, and then we'll take 40 north again to the Trans-Canada, and then we're out of here. But yeah, hopefully we get some good wildlife photos along here. This is one of the smoother sections.
This is like the smoothest since we got off the tape.
Yeah, it's very well traveled. I've never even heard of this road. We are in Kananaskis. So if you're going to come up here and stop and spend any time doing anything up here, you need a Kananaskis pass.
Which are worth it.
It's definitely worth it. Definitely get one.
And they do have people patrolling the parking areas.
Yes, they do. Okay, once you get past the provincial park up here, where the nice, in air quotes, gravel road is, you come out onto this dirt road, which is much smoother.
And people are flying on.
And people are flying down it, but supposedly this is where you get to see a lot of wildlife. So
But even if it's not, why are you flying down a dirt road?
yeah, well, I'm not worried I pulled over and let a bunch of people go by so that we didn't have to feel pressured to go their speed. But this is a much better section of road, so hopefully we see something down here. We're heading towards Peter Lougheed Provincial Park in Kananaskis. This is a nice road through here. Look at these views. Holy cow. So far though, we've been on here for what? Half hour, 40 minutes. All we saw was the sheep. So far. So far.
It wasn't on the nice dirt part.
And it wasn't on the good part, no. Hopefully we'll find something. Alright, we've come off of 742. We came through Spray Lakes Provincial Park and Peter Lougheed Provincial Park.
Which are both very nice provincial parks.
Beautiful.
You may want to go to.
Definitely gonna go there. Beautiful up there. Now we're back on Highway 40. Highway 40 here looks very different than the Highway 40 we are used to. Highway 40 where we go is gravel. So I could drive this all day. But we're heading back up to the Trans-Canada Highway and then make our way home. Look at that view in front of us. Holy crap. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend some time down here, I think. It's really nice down here. We're in a bit of a race to not get caught in the storm beside us. Let me turn you a little bit. You can see how dark that is. It's pretty dark over there. But we're north of Calgary, less than 3 hours to get home.